Let's talk about Pray for the Gods and Control both game with striking visuals, and engaging gameplay or story. Before we get to the review, let's hear a quick word from our indie video game developer sponsor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First up is Control, a game pretty much about Scully from the X-Files as a new hire at the not FBI at all's alien pest control division. We can't talk about Control without talking about the building the whole game is based around. You spend your entire gameplay experience going from a new hire at your summer job to getting promoted past the janitor to being building manager. This literal story arc aside your workplace is a concrete masterpiece that you will destroy on your way up the ladder to regional head of sales or whatever your office does in this game. It's an excellent example of brutalism that isn't a type of architecture that I made up but actually a design style that looks exactly like it sounds. So, for context, this form of architecture emerged from the 50s onwards. And the idea is not to be brutish but rather to be honest, non-pretentious, and utilize functional design for the people. Brutalism comes from the word Breton brut, which means raw concrete, and is often associated with the architect Le Corbusier. And it is angular, fit for purpose, durable, and almost cubist. Think those big bleak Soviet buildings, or your average parking lot. If modern art has taught me anything, you can find beauty literally anything, whether that's at a dome or an actual framed urinal in a museum. That's an actual art masterpiece, and if it is, then this giant concrete cube is peak aesthetic beauty. Look, I've got distracted. There's upgrade mechanics, loot, an entertaining story, and frankly gorgeous visuals if you like clean architecture, and that Prey technology aesthetic. And I'm not talking about our next game, then give it a shot. It's refreshing take on the third-person story-driven adventure game with heavy overtones of the X-Files. Allow me another word from our indie video game developer sponsor www.strategicgalaxy.com. Next up is Pray for the Gods, a kickstarted game from a group of great indie developers out to bring a different take on boss fights to the PC. There's no way to talk about this without bringing up Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm really not the right person to make the comparisons. I've played it, and never finished it, but I can give praise for the things it brings to the table. Firstly, the controls, particularly around the bow, are tight, and the slow-mo and grapple shot bring much needed speed to the gameplay. It's also a lot of fun climbing to the top of mountains, finding secret mountain paths, or forgotten ancient ruins. The aesthetics and theming are excellent and draw the player right into the cold and threatening environment. The ice theming is great. All the chances to huddle around the fire and take in the scenery and out of the way places feels just right. Not to be left out, the combat has good upgrades available, and the exploration is rewarding with good flavored text that is writing that matches the tone well, story, collectibles, and puzzles. You'll find a nice variety of enemies of all sizes, but the bosses clearly stand out as impressive and are well done. The moments of haunting cold emptiness, juxtaposed with waking ancient great deities, is great. Rough religion, great game. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our indie sponsor for free at www.strategicgalaxy.com.